What a beauty, eh? If you want to know how to make one of these, stick around and I'll show you how. A fantastic crown roast of venison. It's a thing of beauty, my friends. Hello there, my friends, and welcome back to the Scott Project. And what we have here is a fantastic, fully grown muntjac buck. And as you can see by its head, you know, that could be a trophy winner, shot by my friend Coops, my game guru. It's a stunning animal. So we are going to be doing some deer butchery. Wow, I've taken the jacket off this fantastic muntjac buck, and as you can see, like I said, I had my suspicions this could be a trophy winning buck. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at the size of that, you guys. Fantastic. Anyway, that's the fun bit out of the way. Time to get some work done, some butchery. Now what I'm going to do is, following on from my venison rack, my guard of honour, I thought let's try and make a venison crown. It may work, it may not work. We're going to have a go. I'd love to try something new, so let's do this. So I'm not going to do a full butcher video of how to do a deer. I'm just going to break it down quickly. But if you look, the arse end where the tailbone ends, next one to it, if you cut through, then just get your saw. Just basically just want to get to that fantastic loin. So I'm not going to spend ages doing a full Monty video for you guys. I'm going to flip it round, take the shoulders off. The shoulders are not held on by a bone, by pure muscle, so you can just seam it down real quick. So there's your shoulder, there's your seam, natural seam. Just follow it, and that will be our shoulders. Right, I'll get these on chill. So we're left with our carcass then. Now, the trick about making a crown, that's if we can get it to work. It don't look a lot of meat on the loin there, on the bones, but we'll see. Is to get the ribs nice and evenly spaced size wise, so I'll explain a bit more in a minute. Just saw these breasts off, and the thing when you've got a deer which has no meat, like this little munty on the breast, is there's not a lot for the saw to bite to, so just take your time. Let's see if we can make this happen. Just nip this one off. So we got the breasts of our deer, so I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What should we do? Yeah, 5 ribs to start down. We can always trim a bit off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, because obviously we want the meat on the loin. So I'm basically just after the best end, so I'm just going to nip those fillets out, or tenderloins, whatever you guys want to call them. By just getting your knife either side, following the bones, feather bones, and we are done. Then obviously it's all about the ribs, so where the rib ends, you can see the rib ends. So I'm just going to go down one, I'm going to go down the other, and then you might find a joint. By might, I mean you will. So just get the point of your knife in, and then straight through, and that's what we got to work with to make our crown of venison. Now we come to the tricky part. We just want the 2 racks, but we don't want the backbone, but because there's not a lot of meat on this, you've got to be really careful. So I'm just going to saw, excuse my hands, just gently through. So as you can see, I've sawn either side of the loin. Yes, it doesn't look pretty at the moment. It's a tricky ass, this one. Obviously there's no fat, so there's no real integrity to the carcass like you would on a lamb. And there we're left with our 2 racks. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some of the skin off. We're going to see what size bones we got, but like I said to you, it's about getting the bones nice and square, and as you can see, pretty much a nice box shape, nice square shape is exactly what we're after. So with the same on the other side, and as you can see, there is absolutely no meat in some places on that rib. It's a lean little thing. Right, there's our racks. Now what we need to do is French trim in between each of these ribs. I have got a video on French trimming. Click on the link just down there in the comment section. Got a neat little trick with a piece of string. You can get them absolutely spotless. But first thing I want to do, because it looks a bit tatty because there was not a lot of meat to saw, I'm just going to get my chopper. Might make a bit of a noise here. Put my ribs down, just like that, and that gives a nicer finish. So put it up against that one. There you have it. Right, French trim time. So, just in between each bone. Check out the video, guys, I won't bore you with this one. And get them nice and clean. As you can see then, I have French trimmed that beautiful rack. Try and get as much off as you can. Like I said, look for that link in the comments section and it will take you to my venison guard of honour. That neat little trick with the string really is a brilliant way. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to tie these together, and what we're after is a shape like that. So when it comes to the table, obviously we'll fettle it and shape it, but basically we're after a crown shape. And the way to do that, the easy way, I know not everybody's got one, is with a meat needle, some butcher's twine. And what we're going to do, we're going to go through the meat, catching that one rib, and then through the other, catching that one rib, and just for the moment, just gently tie that together, cut it off. That will give us our base. To tie the other side. So, to give that its shape, our needle again, round this way, you might be able to see this, so just behind those ribs, just gently ease it through, as you can see it coming through the other end. And if you can't or haven't got a needle, just put your knife in to get a little slit, and then just gently thread your butcher's twine through. So we tie that off, and that gives us our basic shape, as you can see there. Now what we need to do is get a string just under the ribs not too tight, because what you need to do is fettle that a little bit, give it shape. And I've got some stuffing made up. I'm just going to stuff that, but that's looking pretty good. So you've got your venison crown shape. Now what you can do, you can mince up some venison or bone out the breast. What I'm going to use, the two fillets side by side. I'm just going to roll them together and push them into the middle, right down to the bottom. It starts taking on shape, as you can see, and of course they'll cook real quick as well. And just fettle it. It's just a matter of tweaking it, playing with it. And just on the top, I'm going to put some stuff in. And there you have a crown venison roast. Right, the big reveal. Ta-da! I think you'll agree that that looks pretty good. Now just imagine taking that to your table, nicely roasted, cut through, 2 chops at a time, 1 chop. Just that little bit of work, that little bit of skill, that little bit of knowledge, and it is doable. Give it a go. And remember, this has been done with that small little munty, so imagine it with a roe, fallow, a lovely red, or for my friends over in the US, Canada, imagine it with a white tail. That, it's a beautiful looking bit of kit. Just remains for me to say then, thanks for watching. And if you've liked what you've seen here today on the Scott Ree Project, which I hope you do, rock and roll, please like it, share it with your friends, and most of all subscribe by clicking down there, and follow me on Facebook and also Twitter at the Scott Ree Project. Look up there. And guys, I'll see you again next time. But what a beautiful looking dish. Take care.